Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel, The Right Guidance. My name is Lisa and I'm a psychic intuitive medium. I am new to YouTube, but I'm not new to creating videos for my clients. I've just been hiding on Facebook. So if you wouldn't mind helping to support my new channel by a like, share, and a subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. I want you to know that I have some channeled messages that Virgo's got the longest message. I channeled in some information while I was hiding at the lake a couple of days ago. I channeled all the messages for all of the signs while I was there in written form, and I'm going to be taking a photograph of it and placing it on my Facebook page. So if you would actually like a copy of this, you can have it. And then I'm going to be channeling in messages for you. I was like, I had to find the lid for July 5th to the 12th, let's do. And I'll be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards for messages in general. And then talking about anything to do with love and relationships, we'll use the Love Pack, a nice big deck that I have to channel in messages for you in that area of your life. So it's a lot to read, so just bear with me. I'll go as quick as possible. Now, when I channel, it can be a bit run on and it can be quick because they're giving me the info super fast. But what they told me is that, I put this as a tough sign to channel because I'm a Virgo too. And this is my first time doing actual signs. So I said, let me give this a shot. Okay, so I heard, they kind of yelled at me, trees. Okay, they said to go to the trees. And I was actually currently at the lake sitting under the trees at that moment. I was kind of like, really? They said you need to unwind the tape. Okay, they want you to go back because this is a time of processing the past choices, behaviors, and relationship choices. And they want you to assess. That's why I want to take a picture of this and put on my page for you so you can do a bit of homework. They want you to assess, like, how have the choices brought you the life that you've wanted? Are you, happy, in joy, and in love? Is this the life you've decided you want? Or is this the life you desired? And if not, they want you to analyze your motive for each choice that you've made so far. Are you holding yourself back? Are you afraid to make a move or start something new because you're fearful? So, and they told me to tell you, you'll see when you read this, I put PS, stop worrying about what other people may think. And I put in brackets, I actually don't have this tendency, but I know a lot of Virgos care about status and ego-driven personas, especially the males that I know personally. No disrespect, it's just I know how a Virgo male is very different than a Virgo female. A project of yours is soon to take off, more so by next month, so keep putting in the work. Then I jumped, it's not me, it's they jumped topics. They told me that I see you saying goodbye to someone. It's been a long time coming. I do also see travel for you. I'm not sure why you are traveling because it didn't say, where you're traveling and what the reason is. I do see frustration around your wardrobe. So I'm not sure if it doesn't fit or perhaps it no longer reflects your personality. So a bit of a personal splurge is on order because I see you trying to impress someone or yourself. It should just be you that you're trying to impress. Allow time for personal and self-reflection. The work on you has to be completed before new doors can open. They say you can do this work alone through journaling or prompts, by using a self-care or self-help book, or by seeking a counselor or whatever floats your boat. Just get it done because a new life awaits. So if you look forward to having that, I will post it. Don't worry, I have nice handwriting. You'll be able to read it just fine. Okay. So I've already knocked and put fresh energy into the deck. I'm almost done recording all of these. They take a super long time to upload to YouTube. So I have been a dedicated girl doing this for everybody because it's my absolute pleasure to do this. I've been a psychic, intuitive, and medium for a long time, since basically I had my kids. And I have teenagers. Okay, so I've got your general messages. Okay, let me just give me a second to sort through it. One of the messages came up that I actually channeled in as well. So, okay. So we might get some information that piggybacks. Okay. So you'll notice that I get itchy and stuff because they actually are always poking and touching me. And when a lot of us channel, you'll feel us like you'll see us playing with our hair because they like to annoy us. So I get poked and they love to touch me here because my guides are always on my left. So when they want me to shut up or move on, they'll poke at me. Okay, so I made your Arcana card. We have the card of the ego. So I talked about your ego and being mindful of that, but your ego is giving you a false sense of entrapment. And it's, you know, our ego doesn't want us to be actually happy because what's it going to do to hold us back? So usually something ego driven is, you know, trying to be powerful where you don't need to be powerful. So it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. So whatever move you might find yourself in, wherever you might be trying to go, you can see the man in this card actually has a false mask. So perhaps, and I think I put this down there, caring about what other people think. So putting on a mask, pretending you're something that you're not living the life that you want, or you want people to believe that you're happy, or you're hiding the fact that you're going through something from friends and family and the people who care about you. So you're maybe encouraged to talk to somebody about that, because you should always be 100% true to you and honest with the people that care about you. And if you're going through something or you need time alone to process something, then you should absolutely take that. And whatever you're doing to try to keep up or to put on a show or to pretend you're something you're not by, like, I don't know, I just think like you're either wasting a lot of time, you know, putting on this show for people, and, you know, you're burning out, or you're actually, okay, you're either always kind of in business mode or work mode, and you're actually not really taking the time, or you're doing superficial things to show that you're enjoying life. But like, are you? Like, do you have the right people by your side? And do you have the right company that makes you feel fulfilled, loved, and cared for and supported? I'm not sure. Only you can answer that, because it's a general reading. I'm not reading you personally, because I don't know how many Virgos are going to watch this. I just asked for general messages for the masses that are going to be watching. I did get the Emperor card, and the Emperor card actually always reminds me of the Virgo male, even though I think it's the card of Aries. Okay, so and Virgo is represented by the Hermit. So the major arcanas are kind of assigned to signs. They say that us Virgos love to be in hermit mode, so we like to withdraw and process things, and I know we do. Okay, we think we can handle everything on our own, and we're actually the last sign to ask for help. So maybe being supported by the right tribe will help you. But the Emperor, and like I said, I always see this as the male Virgos, because the male Virgos that I've had in my life, they're very intelligent men. And I'm not saying that this isn't us women, because like I'm a business owner too, and I don't think I'm as smart as the Virgo males that I know, and I'm just being honest, because they're really driven, okay? Very intelligent, you know, highly educated, or just like masters of their domain, I would say. So what this is saying is that, you know, you have a lot of organization, you have a lot of logic, and you are an absolute success, because you can see that, I'm going to just zoom in. This guy is nice and strong and powerful, and he's sitting there. However, he's sitting there alone, right? So yes, structure, discipline, and leadership, but you're not just work. Because when you're with your people, with your significant other, or in a relationship, you shouldn't need structure and discipline and logic. You shouldn't have a leadership role in your relationship. You should be two equals coming together in partnership for each other's highest and best good, and especially to be supportive. But the Emperor tends to do everything on their own. Not that they're not a part of a team, not that they don't absolutely respect others and work together as a team, but usually the Virgos are in charge, right? The Virgos will move themselves into a position of power, and they will sacrifice a whole shitload of things in order to get there. And I think we're all at a time, 2019 is big year, especially when I'm doing the coaching for clients, that everybody should be wanting more, okay? We're not just our life purpose. There is more about life to be enjoyed. So if you are feeling like it's all work and you're driven by your ego to succeed, and you're pushing the buttons and the boundaries so that way you can focus on being a success or providing for your family in such a way, I think your family rather have you around. Okay, so I mean, I'm not being judgmental in any way. I'm just bringing forth the messages. So we have 2 earth cards and 2 fire cards. The earth cards, so we're an earth sign, right? Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn are earth signs, okay? And they're saying, so here's, I almost slipped out of my hand, the Knight of Earth, okay? And again, he's on a golden horse, so lots of opportunities are surrounding us, yay. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, and that you are surrounded, the last message is that you're surrounded by a guardian angel, but the depiction of this character is that he's loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. And I don't know that I've ever met a Virgo who's not those things, okay? But time to buckle down and get things done isn't a message about work. Believe it or not, it's, yeah, you're gonna honor your commitments, okay? So that was the second part. You're gonna honor all the things that you have to do, but first you have to honor you, okay? 100%. Buckling down and getting things done is the information that I relayed to you in the channeled messages. What do you need to get done? All those things that are most important to you to make sure that you are healthy, balanced, lots of self-care, lots of time for reflection, because there's new doors about to open, and this is for every sign, but new doors about to open because they put down at the last bit of my channeling that a new life is awaiting you. So whatever choices you are making, and again, obviously that could absolutely have to do with business and making choices, maybe committing to somebody, and you're expanding because you're joining forces with a partner, I don't know, or a love partner, whatever this means to you. But it is about still honoring first you so that you can be your best self for that person too. So first you, lots of self-care for you, making sure you're putting your best foot forward, releasing anyone from the past and any behaviors, any personas, any ego that you had in the last relationship. All of us have it. It's no judgment. Like I said, a lot of us Virgos, we are definitely the emperor in our energy. I don't care that it's assigned to Aries, because I just got out of a relationship with an Aries and I am way, way stronger and tougher than that. So I would absolutely say that, you know, we can't always appear to have it all together and to be the strong person and not be vulnerable, because, you know, I know when I say the word vulnerable, it is an absolute trigger, because guys tell me that they can't be vulnerable. I'm like, yeah, you guys are the ones who need to be vulnerable. Okay. So give people the best of you. Work on, yeah, honor your commitments, but first honor your commitment to yourself. Even though work is a big thing for right now, because yes, and I know I kind of contradicted what I said, but I'm just saying what I'm saying because that's what they're saying to me. You are still in the planning stages of something different and bigger. And it could be that, you know, you are expanding a business, expanding a self-employed business, taking on, like for me, I have a couple ideas, and it's like, I'm getting all these ideas. I'm like, when the hell am I going to be doing this? My guides are showing me like, do this, do that. And then I've got these amazing ideas that I want to do for my community. And it's like, okay, but first I have to honor me, and I'm doing that. And it's funny because time will open up for you, because with the Eight of Earth, you can see that this cute little angel is gathering information and studying and getting all their ducks in a row, getting all the information. But is it you doing it by yourself? Absolutely not. It can't be. So you're either gathering a team, you're learning everything you need to know about this new endeavor, or this expansion, maybe of something you're already doing, or just expanding an idea of something you've been putting off perhaps. But whatever it is, if it has to do with the company you work for, that could be, but I don't know if it's something more personal and close to your heart. But it's going to be rewarded. So you shouldn't do things to get rewarded, because that would make you a big ego head. For me, it's like, obviously we all want to earn a paycheck and be able to cover our expenses. And, you know, some people earn a bigger income than others and have more things, but sometimes it's when you don't have the things that you have the most rich life. So what can you do to be of service? Because to me, whatever you're expanding on has to do with community, or just giving back in whatever way you can, or developing that business that you've put off, something you've always wanted to do that feels like it's a part of your divine life purpose because you're just so damn good at it. And what Virgo isn't great at what they do, we're all super, super great at what we do. That I know for sure. This is a really great card to get. This is the Four. I had to check. The Four of Fire. And the Four of Fire says contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. This is more, and there's a reason why I held this up at the end. This is more so, even though I am channeling information for the 5th to the 12th, This is kind of like almost a reward for everything, kind of show you like everything that you're working on is absolutely going to bring you contentment and peace and abundance, because more so from your heart, everything that you're doing is in the name of helping others, I would say. I believe that's what this is, and not just hopefully helping yourself to gain riches. If you're doing things from the ego, you might want to check yourself there. Universe won't necessarily, or you could be incredibly successful, but then not have the other beautiful things in life, but the successful completion of a project. So knowing that in July, it's kind of good for me to know, because all these things are giving me, I'm like, what am I doing this? It's going to get done. I know it's going to get done because I'm the master of all things apparently. So contentment, peace and abundance, and a happy home life, and the successful completion of our project with getting the right people on board to help you, of course. All right. They're the 5 of fire, and I think a couple signs actually got this card too. So they're letting you know though, along the way, when we're all working on things, there might be competing goals. And what competing goals might mean, or conflict with others, is because sometimes when we're working on something that's near and dear to our heart, something's, you know, like I joke, like, when am I going to do this? Obviously, I have to drop some of the balls that I'm juggling in order to work on something else. But at the same time, if you pray and ask for help, so the right people all of a sudden show up with the expertise and the right thing to say, and maybe some advice on how you should do something, we're all surrounded by incredible and competent people. So maybe even asking for help so that others don't feel left out, or why you're not showing up to something because you're maybe making yourself the priority, or you're creating this project for yourself, or you're doing your own work. If you're doing your own stuff and you're like, look, I can't say yes to all these social obligations, learn to say no, because that's kind of what this is. This is you having the balls, because all of these wands, swords, whatever you want to call them, these are all things that you feel are stabbing your life. Okay, these are all things that are like, want your attention. But first it has to be you. You can't burn out. You can't be burning the candle at both ends. You can't be everything to everybody. And you can't be putting on a show even for social media to pretend like you've got, not pretend, you might have this amazing life and good for you, but something has to give in order to make room and space for this new endeavor. So you're gonna have to say no to some things. Okay, so don't be afraid in the next week to say no to some things, and yes to you, and yes to your goals, and to the right people helping you, calling those right people in who are absolutely not a burden to have around you and in your energy field. If anything, they bring an absolute blessing to your project, because they have skills and expertise that, believe it or not, you don't and I don't. Okay, so I wish you well, Virgo. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and help support this girl in growing her channel so I can reach a bigger audience. I can't wait to see you again. Ciao.